Good morning, everyone. Well, it's good afternoon. Kind of in between, depending on what time zone you're in. But I hope you guys are all doing well. It's all peace and love to you guys. Peace and love. I was supposed to post. I was supposed to go ahead and post yesterday, but it was a busy day. I actually started a new channel with the wifey. We got Adri and Johnny. Adri ADRI and AND Johnny and Johnny's, which is JOHNNYS. So Adri and Johnny's Food Diaries. So we're just gonna go ahead and do mukbangs, and however you want to say it, mukbangs, and do food reviews. Pretty much just our food life of what we do when we come out and eat. So pretty much this video is gonna start containing the scheduling that I tend to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that shortly. I just hope that you guys are all doing well today. I know I am. So the morning, so a little story. I'm gonna make it really quick. So I wake up and I go to Amazon Flex, and I select an order, and it's raining really hard this morning, right? So while it's raining, there was an order like around 6:28 a.m. So I'm like, oh god, I gotta select the order, but I didn't end up doing it. But another order came in, and I guess that same order, because it was raining, they tend to give you like bonus pay. Pretty much they increase the pay because obviously it's raining, it's a last minute order. So of course I choose it. I believe it was gonna be anywhere from $86 to like $115 in 2 hours and 30 minutes. And sometimes you could finish those orders really, really fast, depending on where it was gonna send me, traffic and things like that. But still, it was still a really quality order. So, I've always had the mindset that I don't run from the storm. I run into that. You always gotta have that mindset. Is no matter how it's raining or hot it is, you got to go into it. Yeah, there's going to be days where you just don't feel it, but I feel like those are the days that make us. They separate us from the winners and the losers, is the fact that, everyone is a winner in my eyes, but, unfortunately, if there's specific things that we're not doing with our lives, like productive, when it comes to productivity, if I'm saying that word right, you always get, judged. You judge yourself. And that's something that you shouldn't do. Be proud of yourself no matter what. You made it this far. So one thing is that I realized is, don't be afraid of the weather. Like, if you're on a mission and you have reasons, like, go get it. So more of the story is it's raining hard. So I go to the Amazon, but I accept the order around 6:29 a.m. The order's supposed to start at 6:30 a.m. and I'm like 10 to 15 minutes away, depending on traffic going towards there. So I'm like, ETA was like 11 minutes. So I get there and I check in. I'm gonna go ahead and make a video of how to do the step-by-step tutorial, like at least how I do it. There's a lot of videos out there, but I'm showing you guys my story and the way I get it done. It's gonna be different from everyone else's. Not everyone's not gonna agree to my way, but that's fine. I understand. So I get there, and I get there like around 15 minutes late, you could say, and I take a picture of myself, because you have to take a picture, and I'm scanning in my ID. And when I scan in my ID, it's either it hits green or red, depending on if it's accepting it. So I go on, there's like, a Asian guy, real nice, and you could tell like he doesn't really know English, but he's trying to help me out. He sees that I'm having an issue. So I'm trying to scan in, and he's trying to explain to me like the best he could, like I'm late, pretty much talk to a manager. So I go and I talk to this guy, and he's cool. He brings in the manager. He wasn't the manager, but the guy that got the manager, he was cool. So the manager came. He's like, "Oh, can I see your ID?" He's like, "You need to call this number. You need to check in." So I call, check in. They're like, "Hey, unfortunately, since you're over 8 minutes late on your block, we no longer could proceed." So I'm like, "Oh, all right. So what do I do?" And they're like, "Oh, why? Pretty much, you can't do the order. You're just gonna have to wait for it. So just pretty much the time. There are blocks and there are times. So pretty much you gotta wait for the block just to end." So I'm there in Vernon, and which is a city in California, if you guys are not aware of the area. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, man, this sucks. But then I told myself, you know what? I always believe in there's a saying by the Chinese farmer, like, maybe I look at the maybe in things. So maybe it's just God detouring me somewhere else. Maybe that order would have been not a fun order to do. You know, even though the pay was well, it was raining hard. You know, something could have happened. I could have been going up flight of stairs. I could have fouled. You know, so much different things. I look at the maybe in things now. I don't look at the pros and cons. Like, oh man, poor me. So it just detoured me another way. So I ended up coming back to my area, and I got a beautiful order with Instacart. So I told myself, like, it was pretty much paying me almost the same thing, because even though I get paid well for Amazon Flex, the gas that we have to go, they take us far. So I'm like, I go and I'm at the bank, because I needed to go to the bank real quick, and I'm at the bank, and after I make my deposit, I'm waiting at the bank, right? And I get this beautiful order. You know, it was a really good order, and I'm like, I'm gonna be inside shopping for the order for like an hour or two. The rain might stop. No, it didn't, but it's fine. So I go and I deliver like within 5 miles from the location, rather than driving and being outside and loading the car. And you know, because you go to the warehouse, you gotta load up your car with the grocery paper bags. And I told myself, you know what, it was just God's plan for me. I was happy, let it go, didn't complain. I just said, you know what, just get into your grinding. It don't matter the conditions. I was gonna do the Vernon no matter what, no matter how hard it was gonna be. I try to avoid that place, but I told myself, like, no, I'm on a mission right now. I gotta hustle. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? If you're a hustler out there, and you know you did the dedication, you waking up and you grinding, you always got to think different than everyone else. You know, everyone wants to stay in this pouring rain. I used to be that person, but I said, F that now. Like, I want to be how you're grinding. I got goals. I got family. I got people to feed. I got myself to feed. So, pretty much the moral of the story is that never run from the storm. Run into it. You'll really see what you're made of, and it'll feel right doing it. So, that's pretty much the story. I just wanted to give you guys a quick story of how my day went. Hope your guys' day is going well. So what this video is going to consist of is my game plan of my day, what works for me. I'm not going to say it's going to work for you, because everyone's market is different out there. Like market, region, delivery area, however you want to call it. You know, we got different markets. Well, some are busier, some are saturated with people, some are not, you know. So it's really the draw of the luck, like pretty much like whoever gets good orders, if you're at the right place at the right time. But the one important thing that I want to share with everyone is be patient. When you're doing this gig economy work, you got to be patient. There's going to be times where there's nothing coming in, but then there's going to be that time where that beautiful order is going to come in. It's going to make up for all the time you've been sitting. You might feel like it's a waste of time. You could get a 9 to 5, and you know for sure if you're there 8 hours, you're going to get paid that same pay, but you need to get offered overtime. And you know how that is sometimes. And shout out to all my 9 to 5ers. Hey, you got to do your thing. All blessings to you and your family. If that's what works for you, then, you know, bravo, congratulations. But this is what I like, because it works for my schedule, my convenience, my family. And if I'm having a bad day, or if I'm not feeling it, I could just stop. I don't have to call into a boss and tell him, hey, check this out, like I got a miss, and he gives me attitude, or she gives me attitude, and it messes up my day, because they don't like the fact that I'm missing, because I'm needed. Excuse me. So my plan from going from 0 to 10,000 in 1 month, it might seem like an unrealistic goal, but if you work hard enough, you can get there. And the way I get there is I wake up 4:30 to 5:30, depending on when I start. I usually like to look for a block around 4:30 to 5:30. That's my time. So those are my hours. Usually those orders are going to consist of a paying order of $42 to $43 to $44 to $69, $71, or $72. So 2 hours of work, depending on where it takes you, and driving. So I usually get done around, I would say 6:30 to 7:30, depending on what time I start the block, what time I choose, and then what time I end. And after that, you know, I go into Uber Eats, I go into Instacart, and I wait for orders. Usually I get a couple of Uber Eats orders, and then I'll get, you know, it's never consistent because it's on demand. So you're never getting this Amazon Flex. You're choosing the block. You're choosing the amount you get paid. But on Instacart and Uber Eats, it's all what comes in. You know, it's what you see. So it's never gonna be the same. It's all what it's kind of your choosing. You know, and you get what you see. You get what you receive. So I try to do that until like maybe 12 o'clock, and lunchtime comes. I'll maybe still keep Instacart open, but then I'll open up like Grubhub, Uber Eats, because it's lunchtime. And now that I'm making content, now I gotta find an hour or two to make, you know, our food review content with me and Adriana, and the wifey on our other channel, and then I gotta make content for this channel. So, and I still need to learn editing and stuff like that. I know right now it's just like, it's kind of bland, but you know what, they're my first videos. I'm gonna learn. They're gonna get better with time, so please bear with me, be patient. Thank you for your patience. Thank you in advance. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all your support. I try to work miscellaneous after that, like Instacart, Uber Eats. Of course, I hit more Uber Eats during lunch and lunch hours, which is like 11 to 2, and then maybe 11 to 1, depending on, you know, the area. And then also dinner, 5 to like 8. And then after that, I see what happens. So if you hear the hours, it's a grind. It ain't easy, but I try to keep my hourly amount anywhere over $30. You know, if you break it down, I try to keep it around there. And this is just the beginning. It's always important, guys. One thing, it's always about status. It don't matter what type of status it is, like whether it's work, whether it's an app, whether it's hotel stays, credit cards. There's always status, you know, in the club, you know, football, basketball, sports. You know, it's always about that status. You want the fame, you want the clout, you gotta have status. So same thing goes like for these apps. You need a grind. They have like tiers, so you gotta hit them. Everyone's different. Amazon, Instacart, you know, we'll get on to that eventually, but you gotta have status, and sometimes you gotta earn your stripes. Even in the streets, you gotta earn it. You gotta earn it. You wanna call yourself this and that, you gotta earn it. So this video is gonna show you, it's gonna give you my plan of how to make $10,000 a month. Is it gonna work? Probably not. Would I come up short some months? Maybe. But it's all determining on how hungry you are. So that's what it is, to break down. Amazon Flex. So what you gotta do is you gotta download all these apps. Eventually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and before you guys all sign up, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on the description below. I'm gonna figure out how to throw a referral code down there, so you guys just press on the link and you guys sign up. Amazon Flex, Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, you know, Walmart Spark. There's just so many different apps these days. Eventually I'm gonna get a list and write it down and share them all with you. Uber Eats, you know, there's just so many. So the opportunity's there, and it's competitive out here. You know, there's a lot of grinders. There's a lot of people that have the status, and all to them. You know, they earned it. They deserve to be where they're at, and they're the ones that get the good orders. And I'm not even there, and I'm still adjusting and adapting to my situation, and I'm still gonna hit these goals. I might have to put in a little bit extra hours just to get the numbers I want, but it's still possible. That's the thing. It's just all determining how bad you want it. So that's pretty much what this video is going to be about. I'm going to go ahead and just show my plan to go from 0 to 10,000. And we'll go ahead and do maybe daily updates, maybe every other day. Maybe we'll do daily updates and do it the week, and then we'll do 2 weeks bi-weekly, then we'll do 3 weeks, and then we'll do a month, and we'll see if I got there or not. Of course, you know, you got to factor in expenses and stuff like that, but I'm just talking about the overall number. I think it would be the gross, right? Not the net. Net is like after taxes and gas and maintenance and all that stuff. But my aim here is to go from 0 to $10,000 in a month. Let's go $10,113. How about that? We'll set that as a goal. Let's not do $10,000. You know what? We'll see. We'll see what I put on the thumbnail. But we're gonna go ahead and leave it there, guys. Keys and queens, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. You know, I'm trying to make these videos a little shorter, but I'm trying to just give you everything that I got. You guys have any questions, you know, please be free to ask. Don't forget to smash that you know, I would say poke it right in the eye, however you want. Smash that like button down, up, sideways, however which way you like it, you know? Just do it. Subscribe, please subscribe, comment, interact, you know, interact. A lot of the people that are commenting are going to be family members, which I love, you know, and we could go ahead and have a chat. And if I have time to answer questions, I will. You know, I'm here to help. I'm here to give you all my game. There's no secrets that I'm keeping from you guys. It's already out there anyways. I'm here to give you guys straight raw things, any little thing that I could do to help you guys and help your guys' situation and help you guys grow. And what works for me, it might not work for everybody in my game plan because everyone's situation is different. But I promise, if you follow these simple steps, if I can do it, you could do it. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. I love you guys. Until next time, Keys and Queens, it's all peace and love. We'll see you guys out.